Alright folks, can everybody hear me? I think my video is live. Just kind of having a seat here waiting for the video to pop up here on the screen so I know if I need to adjust my camera. Yeah, there I am. Alright, cool. So, we've got everybody here. Got Rune, Night Owl, a couple others, Starry Lock, Kuwaiti Keith. Never seen you in one of my lives, so I appreciate you being here. We're gonna get started here because I want to finish up in time for Jason's live stream, which of course starts at 12 my time, which is Eastern Standard, and 11 a.m. his time, which is Central Standard. But anyway, let's see. Ronald Williams, good to see you here. Hello. Mr. Locksmith, thank you for joining from Vancouver. I was complaining about it being a little bit cold this morning here in North Carolina, but I believe Vancouver would probably be a little bit colder than here. But anyway, I appreciate you joining in. Let's see, Baimon, I appreciate you joining in. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. So first off, I want to say thank you for sticking with me all year long. This year's been kind of one of those up and down years with buying the house and everything, moving, and then trying to basically just trying to survive in the heat. Out here in the shop, I wasn't able to do a whole lot of videos out here over the summertime. Now that it's cooled down, I'm worried about keeping the shop warm because I've got some exposed water pipes underneath the building, and I just, the last thing I want to deal with is a broken water line coming into the shop. But it's nice and warm in here. The little buzz you hear in the background possibly is my little space heater that keeps this all nice and cozy in here, but at the same time eats up the power bill. So I'm hoping that we'll have sort of a mild winter, but anyway, I've not gotten to do as many videos as I like here. Let me angle this camera up just a bit. Sort of driving me nuts. There we go. Y'all can see how messy my shop is. I've not had a lot of time to come out here recently in the last month or so and do stuff, and that's sort of what I was saying is, I appreciate everybody sticking with me while I've been sort of, busy with work. My schedule changed back around the 1st of November to where I have more weekend time, especially Saturday mornings. The next 2 Saturday mornings after this one, however, I will have to be working because I got to make money. And, I'm off for the holidays, which will be this coming Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day will be the either second or third time in about 15 years that I've had both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm going to cook, as always. Hopefully, this coming year I'll be able to do a lot. If this morning was any sign of the future, I would say that the universe is conspiring against me. I got up early this morning to go do some grocery shopping. Had to run actually a few different places, and then I rushed home because I knew I had this scheduled for 10:30 this morning, and I hadn't eaten breakfast yet, which, by the way, no matter how many times I try to learn the lesson, going to the grocery store while you're hungry is not a good idea, ever. I managed to get out of there for less than $60 though, so that's a good thing. Starting to get a few things to put together Christmas dinner. But anyway, I scrambled to make breakfast, ironically, scrambled eggs, and made them, had them on a plate. I was carrying them up here, had a drink in my hand, a couple other things, and when I opened the shop door, the plate full of eggs just fell straight down onto the shop floor, right there inside the door, and there were some not very nice words said by me after that. It was salvageable. I ate most of it. That didn't touch for longer than 5 seconds. So, or didn't touch for, longer than 5 seconds. So anyway, hopefully today though, we'll get into a few things. I've got a package from Lockpicking Gal that she sent me. Kind of looking to see if she's joining in. Let's see. Yay, Lockpicking Gal, you're here. Morning. Just in time, I was just talking about you. Your ears must have been burning. Hey Jason, good to see you here too. Let's see, who else is here? Ronald Williams, not sure if I've seen you here before, but welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Rune Doubt saves bad words for the live videos. I try not to. I really, really try to not say anything on my videos because one day my mother will find my channel. I've never given her my channel name or address. I have no clue if she's stumbled on it by herself, but yeah. So I try to keep everything to where my mother's not going to pick up the phone and call me and say that she's bringing the Bible study group to my house. Anyway, so this morning I've got a couple things I want to do. First off is some cool stuff from Lockpicking Gal, and then I've got a lock that I want to talk about. I've been working on it for a while. Lockpicking Dude sent it to me a while back, I think back in October or so. And so we're going to talk about that. But first off, I want to show you, got a couple things from Lockpicking Gal. First off is this really, really snazzy business card. I don't know if you can see that in camera. Here on the laptop, and yes, I do actually have a laptop for the first time. It's on loan to me because I've got to do some last minute end of the year training for work. So that's what I'm going to be doing during your broadcast, Jason, is I will have your live stream up on the television over here, and then I will have my training sitting over here, and we'll be multitasking. So yeah, I'm actually playing with having a real computer while I'm doing this, which is awesome. But anyway, that's Lockpicking Gal's business card. Really, really awesome business card. And then she also sent me this really cool bumper sticker. I love lock sporting, picking my way to happiness. Very, very cool. I'm going to put this up here in the shop somewhere. I really, really appreciate that, LPG. So, hope everybody can see that. And she also sent me a package. So, I want to see what's in here. So bear with me while I move the camera. Again, you guys can see how messy my workbench is. Let's see here. I've not been out here. I came out here last night for a little while, just to kind of hang out here. Things inside the house haven't been so great lately, so coming out here to have television and some quiet and some locks has been really, really nice. Let's see. All right. So, I think we've got it in frame. Go ahead and open this thing up. Let's see here. There's a note. Let me pull this off camera real quick. Alright, says, Tim, from my collection to you, I hope, or from my collection to I hope to your collection. Enjoy. Signed, Lock Pickings Gal. Awesome. Very cool. Let's see here. Let's see what's in here. She sent me an email last night, said that she thought I should always have this lock. So we will see what's in here. Wow. Very cool. An old sleigh maker. Very awesome sleigh maker. Looks like a wafer core. Let me get this up here a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That way you guys can see. Yeah, very awesome. See here. I don't know if you can see down in the core, but it's got looks like wafers in there. Very, very cool. Thank you, LPG. I really, really appreciate this. I had a little tiny sleigh maker, and I think I gave it to Jeff Moss, but I've always been fascinated with it. I mean, the brand name is kind of intriguing anyway. I don't know. Let's see if we can get it picked real quick. Since we got it on camera here. See, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4 clicked, and 3 clicked. 2. 1's loose. 2, 3. I was getting some clicks. There we go. Awesome. Sweet. Now that's cool. Never seen a shackle that didn't have the cutout on it. I guess the cutout is deeper down on the shackle, maybe. The wafers were on this side, which is the long side of the shackle, but it's smooth over here. Very awesome. I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful lock too. Very cool. Again, LPG, thank you so much for sending this to me. It will stay in my collection forever. There are a few locks that I have that have been sent to me and given to me over the years, and this will be one that stays in that special box. So I really, really appreciate that. Thank you again so much. So this is going to be fun to learn about, and I'll probably do a whole video on it just by itself. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Let me get caught up on the comments here. Looks like we got a few more people. Let's see here. let's see. All right. Okay, Ren. All right. I appreciate that. Yeah, I will. I'll do that. I will send you an email after we get done here. Um, I appreciate that because I know that Ruco could be really, really awesome to pick. That the one with the flat bitting, and I've been kind of picking on that Euro. That I think you said it was the British style Ruco. So I really appreciate that. I'll get that sent to you. Let's see. Hi, Mad Hatter. Appreciate you stopping by. All right, LPG. Yeah, that little card is awesome. I've seen that from several other pickers that have sent out cards and stuff, and anyway, they're really awesome, and yeah, I want to do that. I've got something other than stickers in mind for what I want to do with my logo. It would be kind of limited as far as how many I got, how many I made and gave out, etc. And I just, every time that I've had the initiative, the idea to get it done, I either haven't had the money or haven't had the time. So again, that's one of my goals for this coming year, is to set aside a specific amount of time every month to do for this channel. That way I can at least be consistent with, how much I do. Not trying to do something every week per se, but say, okay, at least one Saturday a month I'm going to go live. At least, I'm going to do at least 3 regular videos per month. Those are some of my goals for this coming year, 2020. I want to do better at that. I used to be able to crank them out. Of course, I was on night shift then. When I first started this channel, I was on night shift, and it seems like I had a little more time to do videos then than I do on day shift. But then again, I was only working 4 nights a week versus 5 days, some weeks 6 days now on day shift. So it's something I got to figure out. And of course, like everybody else, I've got other stuff going on outside of locks, outside of work, and hopefully once I can get that done, I will have a lot more time to do this sort of stuff with, and hopefully have some more money. So I'm going to look here on the comments some more. Let's see. Yeah, this I know this workbench is clean compared to some that I've seen, but anyway, I try to keep mine organized, but that hasn't happened here. Let's see here. Let's see. Hey, Sherelle, glad that you're here. All right, LPG, yeah. Okay, yeah. I remember that now. Yes, I do. I do remember you picking this and commenting on it in your video. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. This one, it looks like I'll try a few key blanks and see if I've got one where I can make a key for it. That would be really, really cool. But this is just an awesome old lock. You don't find them like this anymore, for sure. Let's see. Yeah, Night Owl, I'm actually, one of the goals for this coming year is to build another workbench. The one where I've got my key machine set up on right now is just kind of too small. I didn't have the materials on hand to make it how I wanted to. But I've got some plans, and I'm going to move some stuff around in here, reorganize. Probably, I don't know if I'll move that shelf out of the way or put another half shelf like it down here. I like to keep the breaker box up there. The light switch on my fan, there's actually no wall switch on the overhead fan. And the pull chain switch for the lights broke a while back, or at least started severely malfunctioning. I'll put it that way. But it's on its own dedicated breaker. So long story short, I gotta have access to the breaker panel in order to cut the lights for the ceiling fan on and off. Chris, good to see you here this morning. LHG, appreciate you stopping by. Let's see here. Who else is here? Alpha Centauri. Good morning to you there in Germany, or good afternoon to you there in Germany. You're a few hours ahead. Let's see here. Who else is here? Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna grab my Pepsi. Already starting to get parched. Air's dry out here. I've only been going for 22 minutes. Wow. All right. So the next log that I want to talk about is one I picked on camera before. It's this U-Haul lock sent to me by a lock-picking dude a while back, and it's a really easy pick. But as you locksmiths out there know, some locks just do not want to impression. And I've tried impressioning this thing, and I spent another hour. I mean, you can see it's not that difficult to pick. It has a 5-pin master keyway, master lock keyway, so it takes the M10 blank. And I'm going to show you guys. You know, I spent an hour last night, and this is about the best I came up with. Some locks just do not impression at all, and this is one of them. I'm not that great at impressioning any type of pin tumblers. I've impressioned one. It was a little master disc lock, one of the smaller ones. So, and I think I just got lucky with that. With this one, I took the blank and I filed the knife edge on it, and then in addition to that, I took it over to the duplicator, put a number 1 cut space and depth key. Thank you again, Night Owl, for that. Put that in there, cut just the shallowest cuts along the key, and just tried to impression it from that, so I would have my spacing lined up. That didn't work. I didn't get anything. So today what I figured is I'm going to take one last attempt at it, and we're going to make a swag. That's right, scientific wild ass guess on the bidding for this lock. Now when I pick it, sometimes, I even tried figuring out the binding order of the pins on this lock, and most of the time you pick 4, 2, and then 1, and it'll open. You normally only have to pick 3 pins. Sometimes though you have to touch another one. Now I've got it in the picked position there, you can see, and just holding it there and using my pick to feel, I know that 1 would be a pretty shallow cut on the key, and then you move in, and 2 is a little bit deeper. Actually, 2 compared to 1 is a lot deeper. 3 is even deeper than 2. And then trying to reach behind 3 to 4 feels like it would be about the same as 2. And then 5 feels like it's a pretty high cut as well. Not quite as high as 1, but definitely higher than 4. So what I'm thinking is I'm just going to guess at some of these. So we know 1 is the highest, and let's see, 2 and 4 are probably the same, and then 5 is just a little bit lower by the feel of it, with 3 being the deepest cut. So what I figure I'll do is I'll waste one last M10 blank, because I am running down. I've ruined more than just these 2 already. So we're going to move over here to the key duplicator, and we're going to cut a space and depth key. We'll look at the comments again real quick. Let's see here. See. Yeah, King Straight. I guess I could spend $6 on the switch for the fan. I don't know if I want to keep it though. Probably I do. I just haven't had the time or gumption right now to try to repair it. But yeah, that'll probably be a summertime project. Let's see, who else here? Alright. Hey, James Randolph. Appreciate you joining in. Alright, so let's go ahead and switch over here to the duplicator and see what kind of a mess we can make over there. I don't have any fancy transitions like Jason does, so we're just going to do this the old-fashioned way. See what we get here. Alright, just to make it easier, I'm going to go ahead and take all my space and depth keys off the ring. I really do appreciate Night Owl getting these for me, sending them to me a while back, because until I get a code machine, which if anybody's wondering what they can get me for Christmas, I will gladly take a code machine, the HPC Blitz 1200. You don't even have to wrap it for me if you don't want to. So yeah, if anybody wants to give me a Christmas present, I will take one. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and get a blank. Let's see here. Just looking at the comments real quick. Yeah, it's hard to do fancy transitions in a live. Yeah, that takes a little bit there. So I've already got the jaws set to narrow, and I've got a 0 cut space and depth key set up in here. And let's see if I can't bring this camera in just a little bit better here. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to start by doing all the 0 cuts on here, which will just give the spacing. Okay, so I said that 2 is lower than 1. And can anybody out there, Lock Force, can y'all help me out there? The Max from Master Lock. I don't know it off the top of my head. What is that? Try to help me out decoding this thing. I'm just going to drop down to about a 3 because that's about what it felt like with the pick. You know, we'll see. And I'll cut, see, I said that, what was it I said? I said 1 is the highest, and then 2 is low, 3 is lower than 2, 4 feels the same as 2, and then 5 is higher than 4, but not quite as high as 1, so I'm probably making this way more complicated for myself than I have to. And if this doesn't work, then oh well. I'm just going to put 3s in here right now. Let's see, comments here. All right. So now let's put 2. See if we get any scratches on here. I mean, again, the worst that will happen with this is I will waste another key blank, but I just want to see maybe. Yeah, I'm not getting any. I don't think I'm getting any scratches on any of these. I'm gonna take 3 down just a notch. See, what was that I used on the last one? A 3. So I'm gonna use a 4 because it felt like it was, you know, pin 3 felt like it was lower than pin 2. And yes, I did have a couple keys already for like a Brinks lock. They were already cut, so I tried using them just to see if by chance it would work, because I've done that before on other locks, master locks, and it did not work with this one. So let's see, that was a 4. Let me try taking it down to a 5 cut. Just for the heck of it. Feels like it's wanting to turn. I wonder if that 5th cut needs to come down just a bit. Not seeing any scratches across the cuts. Maybe. I don't know. I wonder if I got that fifth cut too deep. I wonder if it was like a 2, for instance. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell me. See, scroll back through the comments here. Max should be 4. Okay. All right. I mean, what do you guys think? Should I take that 3 cut down maybe one more step? Let me show you guys the key here, so you experts out there can look at it. If I can get it to focus. I don't know if you guys can see. I can't see really because of the chat. And there's not really any scratches on any of those cuts, so I'm not sure. I mean, that number 3 cut does feel kind of deep. I guess I'll take it down to 5. Is that what I said? Already did 5, so let's just try 6. And it feels like it wants to turn. See if I can get any scratches on it. Tell you what, let's break out the Sharpie. Maybe lightly mark it here in the cuts. See if anything shows up. While that dries, I'm going to look at the comments. King Street. Yeah, I just, on the smaller ones, I always use narrow, just because I don't want to take a chance in cutting too deep and hitting the jaws. And yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. King Street. Yeah, the reason why I keep the jaws on narrow instead of standard for these smaller keys is I just feel like I've got more control in keeping the cutting wheel from hitting the jaws. But Yeah, both jaws are set the same, Jason. Both to narrow. I mean, I guess would that make a difference in it? See, Rune, that lock I don't think has any spools in it. I've not filled any at all. Let's see. Copy a blank key to another blank. See what happens. Okay. As far as just checking to see the calibration of my machine. Is that what it is, Jason? Okay, yeah. Check the calibration. Alright, I can do that. Let's see. I will go ahead and set the jaws to standard. I've always kind of played it safe with that, I guess. I do have the calibration thing a little wrenched where I can calibrate this. And Night Owl helped me out before, and to calibrate this according to manufacturer's directions, you loosen this and then you ride it up and then turn the wheel to see if it scratches, which it does. So apparently I am out of calibration. So that's deeper. Don't want to go deeper. Okay, that's shallow. Shallow still. Alright, so right there, it just barely scratches. Tighten that back up. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so we've got that now. Blank key to blank, change the spec. Yep. Okay, alright, I think I've got it now. Scrap. I don't have a fancy brass bucket like Jason does, so. Anyway, alright, let's give this a shot now. Let's see, standard. Okay. And then for the second cut, I'm going to go down to let me just do a 2 on cuts 2 and 4, since I can feel that 3 is deeper than 2. going to go down to a 3 on the third cut. And then I'll try it out. There's that. Rock it, turn it. Not really seeing anything on any of them. I know the lighting's not very good over here. Yeah, when I was calibrating it a second ago, I took 2 new blanks off the wall. I'm gonna run that number 3 cut down 1 more space deep. And if that doesn't work, then I'm going to work on this while listening to Jason's live. Because I know his is coming up soon. A little more play in the core. Just wonder if, like, it feels like it's being bound up more in the back. Wonder if I need to take that number 5 cut. Well, no, actually I've got a good mark now on that 3rd cut. So you know what? I'm going to take that down 1 more depth to a number 5 cut, and we'll see what we get from there. Okay, still not opening. No new marks on there. maybe a little bit of one on that third cut again. Anyway, guys, I'll play with it a little bit later. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and see. I'm gonna go ahead and up that way. That way Jason can break free to get ready for his live. It'll give everybody a break between now and then. Anyway, sorry this didn't work out. It was an experiment, like I said. I was taking a scientific wild-ass guess on it. I do appreciate everybody stopping by today. If you wouldn't mind, just smash that thumbs up if you liked it. And again, I do appreciate each and every one of you for all the help that you've given over the years, and especially in this past year and everything. I really, really do appreciate it. And appreciate you sticking with me. I promise this coming year I'm going to be more regulated as far as what, again, is how often I come out with stuff. Even if it's only a couple times a month, I still want to do what I can to put new content out, new videos. I really enjoyed doing the practical lock picking that I started earlier this year, and I plan on doing more of that. If you guys have any ideas for that, let me know. If you see something, put it on my Twitter, send it to me in a comment, a message, email, whatever. But anyway, I really do appreciate everybody joining in. I think this is the most people I've had tuning in for a live in a while. There's 16 people according to my little counter there. But anyway, everybody, I again really, really appreciate it. I'm going to work on this some more. I'm not giving up. I just sort of need to step away from it for a little bit, I guess. Come back to it, see what else I can figure out. I really, really need a blitz. Really need a blitz. So maybe you folks up there in Canada, a little bit closer to the North Pole, maybe y'all's emails get to Santa a little bit quicker. Maybe you could tell him that I really need a blitz for Christmas. But anyway, I'll figure it out eventually. I'm just trying not to waste through my supply of M10 key blanks, because it'll be a few weeks before I can order some more. And anyway, I'll get it eventually, like I said. So that's about it for today. LPG, I really appreciate the lock and the bumper sticker. Again, that was awesome. I will definitely, like I said, keep it in my collection forever. And anyway, I'm going to come over here and look at the comments again before I sign off completely. There we go. Let's see if there's anything in here. Let's see, yeah. Okay. Lube always helps, yeah. Except when impressioning. And, Jason, I purposely, when lockpicking dude sent that lock to me, I told him don't lube it up. And specifically so that I could try to impression a key for him. So, I do know that one. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. All right, Starry Lock. Yeah, go put up Christmas groceries. I did that earlier. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. Darcy, didn't see you come in. Thank you for joining. Three Dog Night. I'm not sure if I said earlier. let's see here. All right. Yeah, everyone needs a blitz, Night Owl, for sure. All right, folks. So that's going to wrap it up. This is not only the last live stream from Lockpicking Patrolman of this year, but also of the decade. And as such, I wish each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas, very Happy Hanukkah, and a very Happy New Year's. Please be safe. Please be smart when celebrating. And, don't go grocery shopping when you're hungry, especially right before the holidays. Puts a crimp in things. Everybody, I appreciate all the advice and comments and everything as always. Really makes live all that much better. Seeing new people pop up, I really appreciate that. Having a computer for the first time, I'm gonna play with a few things. I won't have it for too much longer, unfortunately, because like I said earlier, while Jason's doing his live, I'm gonna be having my training here and his live over there. So anyway, everybody have great holidays. If you get the days off, that's awesome. If not, enjoy the time that you do get off. And I will see you around soon. I've got the day before, the day of, and the day after off for Christmas this year. So I plan on being out here in the shop a little bit. Rune, I'm going to be... I may show some videos of cooking. I've not been able to edit one together thus far, but I plan on trying to do it for Christmas. Got a couple recipes that I'm going to cook up. So anyway, stay tuned for that. One last look at the comments. LPG. I just read your comment about making keys. Let me tell you, these Lishy cutters and a set of space and depth keys makes all the difference in the world. In fact, I made a copy of a Master Lock M1 key with this. Posted a picture of it, I think on Twitter. Night Owl, really liked it. I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna do a video on that, I believe, coming up as well. But those Lishy cutters are about $25, and then of course Lock Force will be able to set you up with a set of space and depth keys. But yeah, that's a real good way to make challenge lock keys. Let's see here. All right, everybody. Okay, yeah, I will do that, Rune. I will email you as soon as I go back through the comments. I will get your email address. I've got it back up here. But anyway, everybody, appreciate you joining in. Take your break. Go refill your Pepsi or whatever it is you're sipping on this morning. And then settle in here in about 30 minutes. Jason's going to be going live, so we'll all switch over there. Until then, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and thank you once more. And we'll see you next year, if not before.